Shalom. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to the only true God of heaven and earth, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Israel, whose true name is Yahweh, and to his only begotten Son, the Messiah, the Lamb of God, that taketh away the sins of Israel by the shedding of his own blood, whose true name is Yahushua, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And double honors to my elders and teachers in great millstone, and honors to all the prophets and teachers that carry the spirit of faith and truth within them. My name is Zechariah. Hear my speech concerning the truth, that is the word of the living God, which word pertains to you Israelites, which are you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Indians, even you Israelites who may look like the heathen, who may have the appearance of the heathen, but are really descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. In Wisdom chapter 10, it is written that goodness is stronger than all. This is what we are taught in Yahushua, in the truth, who is the perfect expression of the wisdom of God. In this wisdom, there is such strength that surpasses all, seeing that it is interconnected with God's omnipotence, as Solomon describes in Wisdom chapter 10. Now consider the days of old, the days of Samson. From his birth, he was bound to the vow sanctioned by God. By keeping that vow, Samson remained faithful to God's law, which is another perspective of wisdom. The law of the Nazarite is not without sacrifices and a practice of self-denial. The visible sign of his commitment was upon him, that is, his long hair. And with his righteousness came strength from God to wrestle lions and to slay 1,000 men. Yet when he broke his vow, he lost that strength, which was not of himself, but from heaven. Here we see the way of righteousness that is found in wisdom, not identified by the law only, but perfectly revealed in Yahushua. For it is written of Paul, Mashiach, the power of God and the wisdom of God. Therefore, if any man follow the great counsel of the Messiah, whose doctrine has faith and love as its core principle, which is ultimately the doctrine of God, of whom he is the primary witness, he shall be sustained by such power. And that power is nothing less than the power of God, witnessed throughout the Bible. And so it is written concerning those in this final age, who by faith and faithfulness shall be able to escape the evils to come unto salvation. And great is the evil that is to come, a time that is near, a time when the Lord will fulfill the visions written and spoken of by the prophets. The days of evil, great tribulation, the days of famine and violence upon earth, the days where the elites and the rulers of this world has an agenda, and an intent to war against the poor, the needy, and the lowly, by way of their New World Order initiatives. Their intents on a new world where they hold the ultimate strength and power over the very souls of the people, by way of the mark, which is implantable technology, which is also prophecy that is soon to be fulfilled. And so by, moving forward with these agendas, they will speak as a dragon. In other words, they will act in a very severe and harsh way. But those who believe and are faithful shall escape these evils. Shalom.